Hi, I'm Kim. I'm a health and wellness coach and a chronic fatigue syndrome sufferer. This is Gretchen Brooks Nassar, author of CFS is a Call for Soulwork. How are you, Gretchen?
Good, thanks, Kim.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I am a CFS and nutrition and health coach, and as you already mentioned, I'm the author of CFS is a Call for Soulwork. I am a recovered CFS sufferer. I no longer have CFS. And I'm married, and I have a wonderful 5-year-old daughter, and we live with 4 cats.
Very nice, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about your CFS journey. Like, when did you get CFS? How did it happen?
Yeah, okay, that's a big question, but this is the story that I tell in my book, and it really started when I was on the road at the time I was in graduate school, and I was living in Burlington, Vermont, and I was traveling to Keene, New Hampshire, and I would have to commute. And I was on the road on my way to commuting, and one day I'm just, driving along, and I feel like I'm just going to, drive off the road and fall asleep, like at the wheel. So I start, slapping my leg and rolling down the window and just turning up the radio and doing everything I could think of, and even like patting my face, and it seemed like nothing was working, and I was just feeling just like almost like I was going to pass out. So, and this was only like 20 minutes into my drive. So I stopped, pulled off the road, and went to a cafe. And this would happen every time I went on this commute. And that was really the beginning of when I started to go, something's not right. Something is, and then there were other symptoms that came along as well. But that was sort of the big alarm bell. And after that, I went to, I don't know how I knew to do this, but I went to a bookstore and I found the shelves with chronic fatigue syndrome books and just started reading and going, this is resonating. And so it was about at that point that I identified that I had chronic fatigue syndrome. And while that's when I really identified that I had chronic fatigue syndrome, I do believe that the whole story started even 2 years earlier, when I came back from this incredible journey backpacking through Europe, having met Carl, my then boyfriend, who's now my husband. I came back, we had just left each other, and he was really sick in Paris. And I came back home and I got mononucleosis. And I got the most severe case. I could not breathe. My throat closed up. I was spitting jars of mucus. And I mean, it was really, really scary. My mom had to come and just, make sure when I called her on the phone, she could barely hear me, because my voice was so distorted. And so I think that was sort of the beginning, that then turned into, later from mono became chronic fatigue syndrome. So,
Wow.
Yeah.